Alright guys, 2011 Hyundi Elantra. We're gonna replace the rear brake pads and the rotors. So this is the disc here and the brake pads are in there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this 14 here. And we're gonna remove the one on the top. So we're gonna take both of these. These are both 14s, put them somewhere safe. Next, what we'll do is we'll pull this caliper off just like that. There's not much you could do with this caliper because you got the cable from the top and the cable from the bottom. And after that, what we'll do is we'll remove the two bolts that are in the back of that, which is this one right here. Let's see if you can see it better. And this one right there. They both are 14 also. So I'll take my same wrench. I'll first loosen them both out. And then I'll take them out completely. One bolt out. And I got the second one out almost. There you go. And this comes out. I could take out the brake pads and throw them out. Just pay attention to this little metal bracket here. This is part of the brake pad. This is a sensor, brake rear indicator. This is always going to go in the bottom, right? So you're going to put it back in the same spot. Also, this little notch here, you're going to make sure this comes here. And also, I'm going to show you this caliper has a little groove which goes in here. All right, once I have this removed, I'm going to go around and we're going to take out the rotor next. This is this piece right here. So we're gonna get this rotor out. To get this rotor out, you have to remove this little screw here. This one's missing. I try to get this out, you know, because usually I got a hammer and I don't want to damage the camera. But Hyundi is not a joke. This thing is super duper rusted. Alright, it's coming out little by little. There's not much I can do. Let me see if that's loose enough there for me to turn out. Oh my God. Alright, it's coming out. Whew. This took all of my energy. There you go. It has I see a little blue color there. I think this has a thread lock on it. Alright. Don't need to hammer this, alright? It's already loose. If yours is tight, just hammer it. Alright, once we have that out, what I'll do is I'll clean up this hub a little bit. Alright, and what we're going to do next is we're going to go over to this caliper right here. Alright, let me get my light. We're going to compress that caliper back into its spot. Alright, so this is a dual caliper. So pretty much when you apply the handbrake, this cable in the bottom pulls it, and then when you press the brake pedal, this hydraulic fluid pushes the brake. So what we need to do is, you need a tool such as this. This little adapter goes into the little grooves there, just like that. Alright, after that, I can just turn this. Usually you need to turn this, but since I've been doing this for so many years, I can just push on it. This caliper is not that hard to get back into its position. Sometimes you can get help from another person. Alright, I think that's the farthest this goes. Alright, let's see. If I need to push more back in, I'll do that. And also this little notch here, make sure you get it straight here, right? The brake pad I showed you earlier. Let me get my brake pad. The old brake pad, this little notch is gonna go into that. So make sure you line this, alright? Alright guys, so we're back. We got the brake pads and the rotors. And here's a disc. We clean the surface here. Make sure you clean it with a brake cleaner, parts cleaner, and make sure you line these two screws with the two holes on the hub, and make sure the hub is clean. All right, this one only had one screw, so we're only gonna put one screw, whatever we took off. There you go. Next, what we're gonna do is the bracket. These are old brake pads. We're gonna throw these out. Where did I put my flathead screwdriver? Let me go get my flathead screwdriver. All right. So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna remove this hardware kit. And the one on the opposite side, they both come out. Once you take them off, make sure you clean the surface. You can file it, clean it with the wire brush. There you go. Do the same thing here. What this does is it cleans the surface so the hardware kit can sit down properly, and the brake pads will go in smooth. Now we'll take the new one. This just sticks right in, just like that. Sometimes you have to tap it. Let me tap this one. There you go, right in the center too, alright? Because the brake pad, the disc might hit that. And then, same thing on the other side, we have that one. We're gonna put this one in next. Goes like that. Alright, I'll do the same thing here. I'll tap it. Alright, there you go. I have that in there. What I'll do next is I'll take this and put it back into the hub. To the spindle. We'll put the two 14s that go here. Alright guys, I'm gonna go get number 14s. Alright, I have the number 14s. Make sure this little washer, you put it back, alright? So what I'm gonna do is, I know this is blocking the view, but pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the two bolts in here. So this is the one I'm putting right now. The one in the bottom right there, right? This caliper is not going out of the way because they got the line in the bottom and a line in the top. So let me show you guys. This is the bolts I have in there, that one and one on the top right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my wrench and I'm gonna tighten both of these. Yeah. Alright guys, nice and tight. There you go. Alright, I have both of these tight. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna move my camera a little bit this way. And I'll move my light to a different angle. Alright, there you go. What I'll do is I'm gonna take my brake pad. Remember this, it goes in the back, alright? And also don't forget that little notch, which is gonna go right there, right in there. So you need to line your caliper to the proper place. Alright, make sure when you put in your brake pad, they're smooth like that. Right? If they're restricted, they're not good. Alright, these are pretty smooth, so I'm not gonna play with those. And I'll take some grease. I'll put some on this brake pad here. I'll take some, put it in this one. And now what I'll do is I'll take my caliper. I'll put my caliper in. Should go in nice and easy, right? And then we're gonna take number 14s. I'm gonna put both of the number 14s in there. And then you can tighten them. Same thing on the top. Don't forget to tighten the top one. And that's it, we're done. That's how you do brakes on a 2011 Hyundai Elantra. Let's take a look at the complete job here. There you go. If you have any questions, you can message me.